Hello everyone, myself Jitendra Kumar Sharma, Vice Principal Seth Thodaram Bafna Academy. I welcome you all on the e-learning platform of Seth Thodaram Bafna Academy. Today I am going to explain you three commands of Microsoft Excel. They are VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP and DSUM. After that I will explain you pivot table also. Hope you will learn it and it will be very helpful to you.
VLOOKUP formula. VLOOKUP formula is used to search data in a large table. Let's take an example. Party code and sales value. Party code is 1002. I want to find out the sales value of this particular party. So how to apply VLOOKUP formula? Equals to VLOOKUP bracket start. Now first of all we have lookup value. So this is our lookup value, comma, table array. Table array means we need to select the range of the data in which we want to search. So this is our table array, or we can say the data, or we can say the table in which we want to search. Now one thing which we need to take care over here is that our lookup value is party code. It should be in the first column of the table, because VLOOKUP command always search in the right hand side of the lookup value. Now put a comma. Now we need to write column index number. We want to find out sales value. Sales value is at which position in this particular table? It is first party code, second party name, third is limit, and sales value is at fourth position. So write here 4, 0 for exact value. Enter. So for party 1002, party code 1002, sales value is 40,000. Let's have a look. For 1002, the sales value is 40,000. Let's take it for 1005. For 1005, it is 1,25,000. One more thing I want to tell you over here is that VLOOKUP command will search only first value. For party code 1005, you can see that this is the first value, which is 1,25,000. One more entry we have, which is only 25,000. It has given the result 1,25,000. It means it has searched the first value only. So VLOOKUP command will search only first value. Now, if you want to apply it on others, you can apply it like 1006, 1007, but this is not the right way. Like if you want to search for 1001, it will not give you result. Why? Because हमने इसकी डेटा रेंज को फ्रीज नहीं किया है. फ्रीज नहीं किया है कैसे? हैव अ लुक. डेटा रेंज इज C5 to C15. आपने इसको ड्रैग किया. नाउ द डेटा रेंज इज C6 to F16, C7 to F17. It means data range is changing. So to remove this kind of error, we need to put $sign, or we can say we need to freeze the data range. Now you can apply this formula and you will get the exact result 1002. Okay, one more thing is there are certain errors, or you can say certain issues you may get with VLOOKUP command. Suppose I've written 1008 and the result is not available. It means if a particular data is not available in the table, it will show you this kind of result. 1008 is not available in our table, and you may do one error also. For example, that error is known as reference error. For example, the column number is 4 our sales value is in fourth column. If by mistake you have written 5 or 6 or any other, you will get a reference error. Okay, so reference error, बचना है इससे reference error से. It means we need to be very careful about the number of column index. Okay, so these are two more things which you have to be take care of. Okay, this is all about VLOOKUP command. Now I am going to explain you HLOOKUP command. VLOOKUP command means vertical lookup, means vertically it searches the data or the table which is written in vertical form. You can apply on that table. Now, as you can see, this table data is written in horizontal form. It means we should apply HLOOKUP command in this kind of data. So I want to find out, first of all let's write the party name, then I want to find out the limit. Okay, so first of all party name is mobile zone. Okay, let's apply the formula equals to H lookup bracket start lookup value is this particular cell, comma, now table array. As you know, table array means we need to search the table, we need to select the table. Okay, one more thing, do you remember what we need to write? We need to put $sign, okay, to freeze the data. Okay, you know why freezing is important? Okay, now next what we need to write? We need to write row index number. Limit is at the second place. It means 2, comma 0 for exact value. Okay, so mobile zone, the limit is 50. Okay, as you can say, it is 50. So this is the way how it works. Instead of mobile zone, let's search for any other. Let's search for mobile house. Mobile house, the limit is 10,000. As you can see, limit of mobile house is 10,000. This is the way how HLOOKUP command works. The errors and other things are same in VLOOKUP command as well as in HLOOKUP command. Now I will explain you DSUM formula. Students, you must have done the sum formula. Sum formula is very easy. Sum formula is used to do addition or to find out sum of any digit or any numbers. DSUM formula, it is dynamic sum formula. For example, let's see party code and I want to find out sales value of a particular party. In this table you can see few entries are repeating, like for 1004, 1005, here once again we have 1005, 1007, 1007, again we have two entries are there. So in party code, let's suppose we write 1005. Now I will explain you how to apply the formula. Equals to D sum bracket start. Now we need to select the database or table we need to select. I have selected the table, comma, field which you want to add or which you want to find, whose sum you want to find out. Like I want to find out sum for sales value, comma. Now we have to give the criteria. Criteria is party code. We need to select these both. Party code means the column heading we need to select as well as the particular field we need to select. Now close the bracket, press enter key. You can see for party code 1005, total sales value is 1,50,000. Let's have a look. Party code 1005, first sales value is 1,25,000. Party code 1005, another sales value is 25,000. So the total is 1,000, 1,50,000. Let's see for 1,008. It is 55,000. Party code 1,007. 30,000 sale is shown here and 25,000 sales is here. It means the total sales is 55,000. This is the simple way to use DSUM formula. Now I'm going to explain you pivot table. Suppose you have a large table. As you can see, this is a large table in which we have 88 rows and many columns we have. Okay, so this kind of large table can be summarized, or if you want to analyze any data, if you want to summarize any data, if you want to make a decision for particular data for your entire year, then you can use this kind of feature of Excel. It's very helpful. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to explain you how you can make pivot table. To make a pivot table, what you need to do, you need to select the data. For example, I have selected the data. Now click on insert. Now click on pivot table. Now you can see select a table or range. Already data I have selected. Even you can bring data from external files. Okay, to do so you need to use this option. Okay, now the next one is new worksheet. It means the table will be created in a new worksheet, or the summary will be created in a new worksheet. If you want to make it, then you can use this option, and if you want to show your table in existing sheet only, then click on existing worksheet. Now what you need to do, you need to select the range where you want to make the table. So let's take an example. I have selected this range. Okay, now click on OK. So these are the fields of your data table. These are the four main fields where we are going to work, or how we are going to summarize. Let's have a look. First of all, let's take item description in rows. So datas are given here. You can see lots of datas are there, but what pivot table have done? Pivot table has summarized all these datas in a very short form. These are all the items which are available in this particular table. Now let's take its quantity. Received quantity I have kept in values. So this is the sum of all the quantities which we have received in front of the particular item or a particular product. Okay, now what you can do, you can find out these you can find out that in which month how many quantity was purchased, or for that what you need to do, you need to select month in filter. Okay, for example, I want to find out that in month of April, means fourth month, how many purchasing was done. This is the purchase for the month of April. Okay, if you want to find out the purchasing for first quarter, you can select 4th, 5th and 6th month, means April, May and June. Okay, this is the quantity purchased in this particular month. If you want to find out their amount also, what amount you have paid, so what you can do, you can put amount in sum. It will show you the amount what you have spent in particular month for a particular product. Okay, or for a particular quarter, or for the entire year. Okay, let's see, let's have a look for the entire year. So this is the summary of the entire table, means Synthol powder was purchased 67 goods, and this is the amount which we have paid in entire year. Now suppose you want to analyze this data, you want more descriptions. So let's put this month into columns option, okay, and shift the amount back. Now this is the purchasing or receipt month wise in a single table. As you can see, in the month of January, 14 synthol powders were purchased. No Clinic Plus hair oil was purchased. In the month of Feb, 17 pieces of Clinic Plus hair oil were purchased. Okay, this is the way how you can use pivot table. Hope it will very helpful to you, and it will help you to analyze the data or summarize the data. Thank you.